take there.
It's all good. Welcome back. I'm Michael.
I'm Sue.
And we are a close-knit family. It is Thursday, February 21st, 2019. This is episode 44.
We are a knitcast.
Yes.
From Armstrong in the North Okanagan region of British Columbia, Canada.
Yeah.
We are following Mike's adventures as a newer knitter and our ongoing yarn and knitting addiction. I'm sorry I gave that to you.
What?
The yarn and...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
There could be worse things.
There could be worse things.
You could have a nail.
I could have a gel nail addiction, yeah. Don't worry about that, Mom.
Oh, okay. I am a nail tech. For those of you who are new and just joining us, I do gel nails for a living. I don't have anything special on right now, but I went to the nail candy store today and
got nail candy. Got a lot of nail candy.
I have actually spent more on yarn once.
Oh, really?
But yeah.
That was yeah.
I went a little cool. These are just a few of the new colors that I picked up today. I know you're here about nails and I'm showing you.
You're here about knitting.
I'm here about knitting and I'm showing you nail stuff. Like who cares? That I got 16 new colors today.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to count one day and see. Well, I have to because I'm moving. So I have to do an inventory and see how many I actually have. But yeah. And then I ran out of swatch sticks, or I should more.
Alrighty, the skies above Armstrong.
I feel like I just got told to shut up.
Save it for chit chat, perhaps.
Okay, skies above Armstrong.
It snows.
The temperature, we've warmed up a little bit.
Yeah, it was a sunny day yesterday. Yeah. It was really nice. At least in Vernon it was. I'm house sitting this week, which is why we kind of had trouble fitting this in.
Yeah, we're late. We might. And then when do you come home?
A Sunday. And I have plans all day that day.
Yeah. So we'll see. Anyway, so we're going to be a little off schedule.
Yeah. I don't think we've been on schedule for almost the entire year.
We did pretty good. We had one that actually we scheduled to come on when it's supposed to come on time.
Yeah.
We did that once. All right. So, our along that we're doing right now, at least, the one that we've got going on is the temperature scarf.
Yes.
And I'm happy to say Environment Canada is giving me my temperatures again.
Yes.
So
I've only missed 2 days.
That you didn't get them?
Yes.
Okay. What are you going to do about that?
I just skipped right over them.
Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, so there was one day that I just, on Environment Canada didn't have the data. The Weather Channel didn't have the data. It was just nowhere to be seen. Anyway, so I'm fairly caught up at this point. So, what I had to do, because we did get cold. Yeah, but
You're doing pattern.
But I'm getting 4 rows per day.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm doing the high and low temperatures.
Oh.
So anything that's got that red in it, that's when it was when we were dipping into our coldest temperatures.
Yeah.
And then we start coming back out of it a little bit. And I got brave and I cut the red yarn and said, I don't think we're going back down there. So far we haven't.
Yep.
But anyway, so the places where there's green is where we were above 5 degrees Celsius. The purple is between 0 and 5. And the blue, anything blue is below 0. So you can see we were having this really nice sort of mild, and then it got cold, and now it's warming up again.
So yeah, you're doing 2 rows for every day. You're doing 4 rows every day, 2 rows high, 2 rows low.
Yes.
I'm doing 2 rows every day, 1 row high, 1 row low.
Right.
I'm not going to make that hand sign again. And I'm just cutting all my yarns. So here's what mine looks like. It's just a plain garter scarf, and Yeah, same idea. Basically, you know, the red and the dark red is where it got really cold, and that one band of yellow is the low. The day that we got down to -22.
Okay, I didn't have that temperature.
I did have that temperature.
Or maybe I did. You know what? No, I did. But I just did everything below.
So yeah, that particularly mild times, and then yang, super cold. This is caught up to last Saturday. Yeah, this caught up to the most recent Saturday. So yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Actually, now mine's probably got four days, possibly roughly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Excellent. So that's our temperature scarf along.
Yes.
Or blanket along, or whatever the heck you want to
Yeah.
along with. We've been, what? You were going to say something?
I was just going to ask if maybe it's starting to get a little late to join.
And that's completely up to you know
yeah.
what? You could start one of these and do it till, you know, this time next year.
True.
And there's people who have actually suggested doing the temperature scarf as like a, you know, this is your birth year, the temperatures.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Or this is the year you got married.
Yeah.
Or
whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So there's lots of ways it can be used. It doesn't just have to be.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we have a thread in Ravelry.
Mm-hmm.
Our group is a close-knit family. Close-knit family.
Mm.
And then there's a group. The group is close-knit family. And there's
thread.
a topic.
Topic thread.
For the temperatures.
I still haven't got in there. I need to do that.
No, you haven't.
No. God, but yeah, when I was knitting that, you know what I remembered? What I wanted to do was double knitting. One side all the highs, one side all the lows.
Oh, you could always start doing that now. Rip it out! Start again!
I think I've cut too much yarn to do that.
No!
Oh, does my yarn... I had some impressive yarn barf too the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yes, in my blues. Check out all this yarn barf. All of this came from the inside of the ball. And yeah.
Oh, and that's when you caked too.
That's when I caked. So
Bummer. Nice. I was winding yarn barf at games night last week.
oh, good.
Yeah.
Games night last week?
Well, it was very low key.
Oh,
I probably shouldn't even have mentioned it.
Oh.
Okay. But it was super fun.
Okay.
We played Telestrations.
Of course you did. Yeah. Yeah, I played Telestrations with my D&D party, which went swimmingly.
Oh my god, Telestrations is just the best game ever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. I don't know if you are aware,
Probably not.
but one of our favorite yarn shops,
Mm?
Knit Two Yarns in Kamloops,
Mm-hmm.
is having a sale on Friday and Saturday.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've been told it's like everything in the store, but I'm sorry if that's wrong information. You know,
Mm.
by the time you guys see this, it'll probably be all over anyway.
Yeah. Well, they'll see.
But,
we'll probably have it up this evening, so.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Brianne and I are road tripping on Saturday.
Okay.
A couple other people I know are road tripping. Kamloops is about an hour and a half drive for us.
Yeah. I could probably make it tomorrow. Not that
Yeah, but Friday I can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, but unless you have something that
I don't.
you.
Yeah. Also, I don't have anything that I.
Yeah. So don't,
I have tons of yarn in my stash.
Don't do what I'm doing. I actually have some things that I want yarn for.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Well, I have things I want yarn for, and it's on sale.
Right. Yeah.
The fact that we have to pay to drive to Kamloops is completely beside the point. But I like because Carla's got all the so many of the indie dyers stuff in there too, right? And I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for supporting our independent dyers, Carla.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Two thumbs up. Yeah. So I know you were saying you're feeling like you've got a knitting island going on.
Yeah, with my Catherine Ann shawl, which sure, I might as well show it now.
Okay.
Because I've got.
Well, you don't have to. We can just whatever. Show it now.
Sure.
Whips.
I can't even remember where I was last week. But
you were at roughly the same spot.
I was at roughly the same spot. I think I've done 2 rows of garter stitch.
Yeah, so Mike doesn't like long knitting rows.
No, I do not.
And you know what I think? I think it's a little bit, because it's a little bit sort of deceptive, because you do this, you're getting the longer rows, they're growing up to this point.
Yeah.
And then you've got 2 sections of short rows.
Yeah.
So you've got these nice short rows, and then you fall bang into the full length rows again.
Long rows. And yeah. It's
I know.
Tough.
I know Vicky's feeling a little bit like she's done, but she's knit from the short rows down. She's on her second run through it now.
Right. Yeah. So that would get annoying.
Yeah. So yeah, she's sort of like, yeah, I'm kind of. But and I have to admit, it was for me. I didn't hit but okay. The other thing though, Vicky said was it's still. There's enough going on because there's enough changing up as you go along that it keeps it interesting. And we found, I don't know if I mentioned last week, we found the mistake.
You did mention that, yeah.
Yeah.
We found, because the problem was that one of the sides, you didn't have increases written in the pattern or something.
Well, I had, yeah. I had a knit through back loop instead of yarn over.
And those are 2 very different things.
2 very different things.
And which is also evidence that I didn't read the pattern. I just was doing what I thought I needed to do.
Yeah. So.
Which isn't necessarily a good thing.
No, test knitting. Note for test knitting.
Do exactly.
You read the word, the pattern.
Yeah.
And that's when you go, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But you do it anyway, right? Or,
no, then you contact the person who wrote the pattern and say, okay, you got 2 different things going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So knitting islands. If you have any tricks or ideas for getting off knitting islands, like comment below, let us know. Or in one of our Ravelry groups if you don't want to do it on here.
Yep.
I find, and again with my whip, I'll be talking about it when I come up. A lot of people talk about being on sleeve island. And I've never had a problem with sleeves because they're always getting smaller.
Yeah.
And so for me, that's just enough to keep me going, because you're usually doing a lot of decreases and they're just always getting smaller.
Yeah.
And I try to do them 2 at a time, which again, it's not like it's that doing it once and then doing it again. That's when I find I end up on an island.
Same.
But with sweaters, I usually am on body island, because most sweaters have like this
a huge body.
Yeah, I have a huge body, and it's usually like plain knitting stockinette or something.
Yeah.
So I find that if that happens, like if I'm on if I hit body island, I stop and I go and I start knitting a sleeve.
Right. Okay.
It just changes it up.
Breaks
and
up,
then when you got the sleeves done, it's like, oh, I'm so close to finished, because body is like, okay, there's all this knitting, and then I still have to knit the sleeves.
Yeah.
So yeah, just sort of changing it up, and of course having multiple projects, which I think you've got that. You just don't want to go back to that one because they're so long.
Yeah.
Probably when you're not as busy. With other things, because you're really close to done.
Yeah.
You've really only got about, like maybe 20 more rows.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
There's really not that many more rows for you to do and you'll be done, so.
It feels like so many.
Yeah. So if you have any good tricks for getting, off an island, let us know. Comment below.
Yeah.
Or if you've ever been so firmly stuck on an island that you've actually never completed the project.
Oh, I still have
Tell us about that.
I still have that scarf. The knitting adventure
scarf.
Yes,
you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit a big island with that.
Yeah.
I think that was just so overwhelming.
Yeah, it was.
And double knitting, and that was a huge project.
That was a big project.
And you didn't know where the end was. It was just like you kept getting clues.
Yeah. But now at least the entire thing is out, and it's been out for a little while now.
Okay.
So I just need to buckle down and get on it.
So for those of you who are new, When we were working on that sort of like August, September.
Right around Knit City. I remember, actually,
Yeah.
right around Knit City is when I decided to put the project on
hold.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was like August, September, maybe even in July. But it was a knitting RPG.
Knitting role-playing game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I had a character, and I was rolling dice and adding stats based on my character, which then determined, here's a table of patterns. The result of your roll is the pattern that you knit. It
was really quite cool. Very knitting nerdy.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
Knitting gaming nerdy.
Nerdy. Speaking of knitting nerds.
See how I did that?
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. I had a thought.
Ooh.
Slow down. Yeah. Don't slow your praise. Slow your praise. I had a thought. I know. I happen to know from interacting with some of our fans, some other people in the community. A lot of you are nerds. A lot of you are also gamers and that sort of thing. So I had the idea. There have been a couple video games that I've just been having trouble getting through. Same idea as an island, or I thought, it has a large community, especially in knitting. So I thought I might start a live stream series where I play these games with the intent of it being something that you can mindlessly knit along to, while also having a chat available where you can find like-minded knitters and...
Oh, okay. See, when you first, Mike just sort of like threw this out as something he wanted to mention today, and I was like, yeah, okay, great. I was thinking it would be something that you would be like recording, but
I wanted to do
it
this
like live.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I'm not going to stop knitting in chat.
Well, yeah, it's up to you.
So where does one have to do that then?
Well, I could either do it on YouTube.
Oh, you could.
Yeah, YouTube is where we have our largest audience.
Yeah.
Alternatively, twitch.tv.
I'm curious, if you did it on YouTube, can you save it and then play it back?
I could. Well, yes, I could do it on my personal YouTube channel. And have my YouTube channel as a history of all those games that I've played.
But you couldn't do it on ours?
I could do it on ours. It would just clutter up our subscribers' feeds for people who don't necessarily want to see that. We'll
talk.
We'll talk about that. So I was thinking games like World of Warcraft. I have a few World of Warcraft characters, and maybe I'd start one special for this stream. I've never been able to get through Skyrim. I don't think anyone has been able to get through Skyrim, but
I don't know what Skyrim is.
I've never been able to get past the first 5 hours, and that's just I have no one motivating. I have nothing motivating, so I might do Skyrim.
Ooh, Skyrim Island.
Yeah. And I choose these games because they're sort of narrative focused. You can, look down at your knitting and look back up and still be in the same place. I can be reading out any sort of dialogue that's happening in World of Warcraft. In Skyrim, all the dialogue is voiced anyway.
Oh, so you can just kind of listen and knit along.
Yeah. And alternatively also...
And yell at the screen.
Yeah, and alternatively also, previous feature on What Mike Brings to the Table, Jackbox Party Pack.
Oh, which we're playing on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. It's meant to be streamed, so...
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, can't remember. Oh, no, I don't think we should do that.
Oh, really? Okay. But,
I'm just thinking about, this,
Oh, live streaming it while we're playing
with our friend,
That, dude, totally.
No, but it's, not PG-13 when we play.
Yeah. That's what people are expecting with Jackbox Party Pack.
I know, but I'm just saying,
Okay. Well, that would be the other thing. Skyrim is an M-rated game. It's appropriate for people ages 17 plus.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing. I'd have to have some sort of warning on the stream or something. Yeah. So let me know what you think. If you have any thoughts or suggestions on games to play or such. Yeah. So what I'm looking for are games where you can you don't need to watch the entire thing. So Dark Souls would be a bad choice for that. And maybe perhaps it's more narrative based. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good idea. So are you can't play on Saturday night, can you? You're working.
This Saturday?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm working.
Okay, bummer. So, and Melina.
Yes.
Speaking of Saturday.
Yes.
It's another segue.
Ooh.
Melina has decided to take up crochet.
Has she?
Yes.
I have never heard this before. You totally haven't told me like multiple times over the last couple days.
Oh, have I told you that?
Well, you have told me that Melina has taken up crocheting, but here we are talking to our audience for the first time about Melina taking up crocheting.
I don't think I've told you much about Melina.
No, you haven't.
Crocheting.
I haven't. Anyway, that was a poor thought on my part. Continue.
Anyway, so yeah, Melina's taken up crocheting.
Has she?
And she sent me a message the other day, a couple days ago, and she's like, "I'm sitting here with my dog snuggled." She's got two little dogs.
Yeah.
Dog snuggled up beside me. The snow's falling outside. The gas fireplace is on, and I'm crocheting, and I am so at peace.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know
Melina,
dashing off in a million directions at all times, everybody is at her for
this, that, or the other.
something. It's the life she leads.
Yeah.
She's a teacher. She's a producer, a director, and so she's got all these things. Yeah, performer. All these things coming at her all the time. And she said, "Can this just be my life?" I was like, why don't more people get that about our fiber crafts?
Yeah, fiber craft.
That they are really... But a lot of people too, I've found, because I take mine everywhere,
Yeah.
as we know, and more people are saying, I'd like to learn that, because I see you just you just have it, and it's just keeping your hands busy, but it's not preventing you from being social and being involved in things, and I think it's pretty cool. I found a pattern that I think I'm going to, because... Okay, so she's watched a lot of YouTube channels to try to learn. Okay. Which, it's a great way to go.
Yes.
Basically, yeah, she's learned how to single crochet, and she's trying to crochet, dishcloths is what she set out to do. Mm-hmm. And, this happened.
Oh, she got a triangle, yeah.
Why did that happen? And I said, well, I'm guessing because you and I looked at it, and it's like, okay, well, you're not crocheting in that first stitch. And she said, so do I have to count?
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Anyway, so I know, like, when I learned how to crochet, it was like granny squares.
Yeah.
And you work on these, like, they start, like, small, and they get bigger, and they get bigger, but you've got that, boom, it's finished. Yeah. I finished the granny square, put it aside. I make another one. It's finished. So there's a real sense of accomplishment. And anyway, so the other thing is, Melina really, really, really likes my long leaf coat.
Oh, yeah.
The colors, she's like, I'd wear that all the time. So what I was thinking, I found this pattern, and it's called... the Water Arcade. Okay. And it's a free pattern on Ravelry.
Ooh, free.
And so it's these circles.
Oh.
And it's got, like, how-to pictures. And instructions for how to make the connecting diamonds. Instructions for how to put it all together. And charts. So if you're a crocheter and you can understand charts, it's got charts. And if this wasn't free...
Is that what a crochet chart looks like?
That's what a crochet chart looks like.
Oh.
So anyway, this... And then she also has this with it. The water... That, so if you want to pre-plan... so if you want to have it fading in colors, say, from top to bottom or side to side, and pre-plan how you're going to lay out your circles. So what I was thinking for Melina was if she just did this like four wide, and did it long, she could make like a wrap or a scarf or something, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be...
who's this by?
Okay, that's... Yeah. It's by Bloom Handmade.
Okay.
And she actually just... I saw her because she got interviewed by Christy Glass.
Okay.
So if you go to Christy Glass Knits, I think, on YouTube... and she has some, they're really pretty, and just, and you can see here, there she's got a bunch of her circles ready for, kind of, like a fading color thing. Oh yeah, that's right, she had it was a blanket, it was that she had designed, and she designed it based on, you know those games, it's so funny, because as soon as she said dentist office, I knew exactly but those water games that kids, you push the little shooters.
Yeah.
And the things bubble up and fall down in. Well, that's what she based this.
Oh!
So it's like fairly solid at the bottom, and then it's got just these sort of individual circles up at the top. It's very cute. Anyway.
Cool.
So we might get to follow, we'll see, some of Melina's progress.
Maybe see if we can go, hey, Melina, come be on our podcast.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll have to go to her.
Yeah, that's true.
But... that's good.
Yeah.
That's great. And so, I think we're on to...
yarn acquisitions. I actually have a yarn acquisition, but it's not here.
Isn't that fun? Let's share that with you.
Because, I'm house sitting this week, so I accidentally left it at the house I'm house sitting. But I just wanted to say my girlfriend for Valentine's Day got me a ball of yarn, and it was really nice.
Isn't that cute?
And it's a ball of sock yarn, so I'll be making socks out of it.
And you said it was...
It's a rainbow.
Rainbow.
Yeah, it's a rainbow type thing. The colorway is... I remember the colorway is called Rainbow Reef. I can't... It's Queensland, Perth... Rainbow Reef. I'm sure I'll find it later and say, here's the actual thing, but...
And you just reminded me of something, and I don't have a pen.
Uh-oh.
I haven't researched Debbie Bliss yarns yet.
Debbie Bliss yarns. Okay.
And she's one of the yarns that I'm using. You know, we try to be educational.
Yes, we try to be.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, we're looking forward to seeing that maybe next time we record.
Yes.
That would be great.
Yes,
All right. Foes. Finished objects.
Foes. This has been Foes.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whips. Would you like to go first?
Oh, okay. So I've got, you've seen my temperature scarf.
Mm-hmm.
Another whip I have going on is sorry, just making room so I don't spill water on my brand new nail desk.
It's tile.
Sorry. It's very pretty. It has a quiet fan. So, this is...
Oh, you've got a lot of work on that.
I know. This is flying off my needles. So, we were talking about islands, and I was saying, you know, Body Island.
Yeah.
I was totally expecting to end up on Body Island here.
No, but you got just enough differentiation there. And...
I essentially, what happened was I... I thought I was going to be like horrified by the flea stitch. I thought that was going to like just looking at that makes me itch because you know, it's just all these little individual stitches and it's like blah, I don't want to do that. But it's part of the whole design. It needs to be there. So I got to this point where I just start fading in this next blue.
Yeah.
And I didn't know when Mike and I were going to be recording.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I want to try and get far enough in that blue that I'm not going, can you see that? Can you see where the next color comes in? So I'm knitting away.
So then you kept knitting.
I'm knitting away, and all of a sudden, I was like, I wonder how far I'm supposed to knit.
Yeah.
And then I measured it, and I only had like maybe 4 rows to go before I changed color again.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, well now I got to make sure I get far enough into the next color so that I'm not going, can you see that? Anyway, but can you see I started the trees?
Started the trees at the very bottom.
I started the trees at the very bottom.
Nice. Good job.
And that's why those fleece stitches are so... So this is Nightfall by Ellie of Skein-Deer Knits.
Mm-hmm.
And it is just flying off my needles.
Mm-hmm.
I am loving it. And it's great. I haven't made any modifications to this pattern. It will be steeked. So that's why there's that little section down the center front that looks a bit different.
For those of you who don't know, because I didn't know, steeked means she's going to cut right up along that line.
Yeah.
Once it's done.
And I know that scares a lot of people.
Yeah.
You're going to cut your knitting? What? But if it's, you know, sort of stop and think about it, because all knitters can think about is like if you drop a stitch, whoosh, it's like...
It's gone.
That was another thing. I dove down about 30 rows
Holy
to fix a stitch.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, but knitting, and that's just it, right? Knitting drops this way.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't unravel this way.
Right, yeah.
So when you cut straight up, it doesn't naturally unravel this way.
Yeah.
I'm not saying start cutting your knitting.
No, don't do that.
Because different kinds of yarn are going to be a bigger issue with that than others. But because I'm using a nice, I'm sure this is a woolen spun. So this is Juniper Moon Patagonia yarn. Mm-hmm. It's nice and toothy. And like when I drop stitches, they don't run. They just sit there and wait for me to come back and get them again. Yeah. Because it's a nice toothy yarn and it's sort of got that Velcro kind of effect. It's holding together. Mm-hmm. Having said that, it's not scratchy at all. So yeah, really, really love the yarn and love the knit. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so this is where and it still looks funny, but this is where I dove. Oh, I don't think you can see it anyway.
If you don't point it out...
So right there, there's a funky stitch there.
Oh, yeah.
And it caught my attention, and it still looks funny, but when I looked more closely at it, I realized that I had, I was probably talking or whatever, and I hadn't actually knit a stitch, so there was just sort of a yarn at the back. So yeah, I dropped down to it when I was somewhere up here, and so I dropped down to it and picked it up. Wow. But then when I was looking for that the other night to show my ladies at Knit Night how, what a great time I'd had diving down, I found another one, and I just remembered just now that I was going to do that when I got home. And
yeah, right there? No.
Anyway, here we are looking at no, that's going around. Anyway, I had found another one, and I had meant to dive down to it when I got home that night. And I guess, if I can't find it now, then... But there is something funky right there, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh, well. Figure that out later.
But I was like here when I made it. I've knit, like another 20 rows since then. So, it was around the underarm, so I wasn't too worried about it. Anyway. So what else did I want to say? Ellie, Skein-Deer... Nightfall.
Yep.
Love knitting it. Flying off my needles. Juniper Moon yarns. Oh, that's the stitch marker for where I was the last time we talked.
Okay.
I think there was more. But anyway.
Okay.
Did I write something down about it? Nightfall.
Adjustment.
Oh, and I will say, that's right. I will say, that, oh, look, drop stitches, and they're just sitting there waiting for me to come along and pick them up. I have had a couple questions that I've sent to Ellie
Mm-hmm.
via Ravelry. She has a page for questions about all her knits.
Mm-hmm.
And her response has been super fast.
That's good.
Which is really, really nice. And I have not been made at all to feel like, you know, duh.
Yeah.
What kind of a stupid question is that? So that was nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yours?
Yeah, the only whip I haven't talked about so far is my socks, and it's also the one that I put the most work into.
Yes, because they're fun.
Yes, I love my socks. In fact, the only reason I stopped knitting my socks the other day was because I was at that depression group that I'm going to, and they didn't have scissors.
Oh my god!
So, yeah, here are my socks. Oh gosh. Right.
Oh, they look great.
Yeah, they are great. And these ones have gone through the heel turn and the heel flap, and yeah. And these ones are I'm just heading over to them to do the heel flap. These progress keepers, I was doing them at the start of every day, but I haven't moved this one since Saturday morning. So that's where I was on Saturday morning on this sock and on this sock. So yeah.
Very nice. Now I gotta look up close because, you know, that's what I do. I haven't seen Mike for a week.
Yep.
Look at those colors.
Mm-hmm. They're very nice.
And I love, like, with the black is such a nice...
Remind me to never knit with black again.
I think you said that last week.
Yeah, but...
I think you said that last week. Oh, yeah, these look great. And that's, yeah, I'm glad we took a couple rows out, and I think it's not as, it's a better heel size. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. They look wonderful.
Yeah, that's my whip.
And Mike's using the pattern that I wrote for him.
It's toe up, heel flapping gusset, 2 at a time.
Yeah, magic loop.
Yeah, magic loop.
Okay, so my other project is Hearten by Kim Hargreaves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using Debbie Bliss yarn.
Yes.
That I got on sale.
Oh.
There's a sign in the window. Sale, it said. Yes. And, oh, this just reminds me. So, I don't know if you remember, Mike gave me this row counting ring.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just find somewhere here. That's good. Okay. Gave me this row counting ring for Christmas.
Yes.
And this has been an absolute fabulous thing. I mean, I've had lots of other row counters, but I just sit it on that finger.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's always sort of there in front of my face, so I think about it. And I just go click, and I'm done, and go on to my next row. And then I end up wearing it out, and people say, what a neat ring. And I'm like, oh, oops.
Yeah.
So you got this from a gaming place.
Yes, I did.
And I noticed that, and it's got this great little dragon
engraved on the inside. It's probably going to be really hard to see, but... Oh, no, there it is.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Engraved on the inside.
Yeah.
And, which is just super cute.
Mm-hmm.
But, is it Knit Picks or Knitter's Pride also has...
Oh, that's good.
One of these, too, if you happen to see them in a yarn shop or whatever. I really like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, Hearten by Kim Hargreaves.
Hearten by Kim Hargreaves.
Love it!
That's good.
Okay, so... there we go.
Wow.
It's so nice. Now, I love the structure of this knit. This is sort of like, it's like the exact opposite of Nightfall.
Mm-hmm.
Stitch marker fell. Don't know how that happened. But it's like the structure of it, like it's really like it's firm. Yeah. I don't know how else to... Oh, my nail polish matches it. That's funny. And yes, so same problem I had with Another stitch marker just fell off.
No, I think the same one just slid off.
Oh, the same one fell off. Same problem I had with balance is that Kim's sizing just doesn't go high enough for me. So I have added an extra cable. This is an extra cable on each side.
Okay.
And a few extra stitches in the side panels.
Is that just a seed stitch or?
I am learning that I apparently don't know what seed stitch is. I don't know. I don't know if this is seed stitch or moss stitch, and I'm not gonna say because this is a paid for pattern.
Okay.
But it's something like a seed stitch. And then so I added an extra cable here, and this cable here is slowly separating for the darts. So that gives you your shaping for, you know, growing out to around your chest size. So from your waist to your chest size. And yeah, good times. I've actually had some luck with going along and realizing that I had done my cable in the wrong way. And I've been able to, again, dive down and recable it the right way around. But yeah, it's not a hard pattern if you're familiar with following.
Right.
And especially the whole reading your knitting thing. So with reading your knitting, you can look down, and once you understand the basic pattern, and when you understand how cables work, like this cable, which I just call the wiggle, because it doesn't actually like do like a twist under and over.
Okay.
It's like two snakes
going
beside each other. So when I go to do the next twist in it, I just look down, where did the last twist go? Okay. This one's going to go the other way. And same thing with with this one, right? They're either coming together or they're going apart. Yeah. So I just do the appropriate kind of cable for that. And then these ones actually twist. And so...
It's interesting.
Yeah. So I follow those. And again, it's the, you know, when you come, you know, looking at the stitches, am I cabling or am I in the purl stitches in between? But it's about like just reading, looking at what you've knit already and saying, oh, okay, that's what happens next. Yeah. So I don't have to look at the pattern anymore.
That's good.
I just give her and knit. Because all the information I need for what comes next, it's all here. It's
already in there, yeah.
It's already here. So, yeah, Hearten by Kim Hargraves.
Cool.
Adjustments, cable fixes, yeah. And that's actually, it's been really nice. The three things that are getting most of my knitting are my temperature scarf. Yes. Nightfall. And Hearten. And each one's different. And so I'm switching between them. And, oh, did you feel that? Oh. Oh. So, yes, that's Debbie Bliss. We've talked about this. The fact I'm using two different, in theory, two different colors.
Right. But, Rialto.
Yeah, Debbie Bliss, Rialto, DK Heathers. Really, really, really nice yarn. Very much enjoying working with it. And I'll do some research about Debbie for the next time. Okay. Yeah. So, Mike.
Hi.
What do you bring to the table?
I bring to the table, it's a heavy game. It's certainly a heavier type game, but it has been around for a long time in terms of the modern wargaming community, which is generally a good indication that there's something magical happening here. The game is called Terra Mystica. In Terra Mystica, you players will choose a faction that will have certain special powers, but can also only build on one specific land type. and what you have to do is build the landscape around you to and it's upside down.
That's special.
You have to adjust and build the landscape around you so that you can actually build on the land, and then you want to be near your neighbors, because being near your neighbors gives you bonuses, but it also gives them bonuses, which is bad for you. And there's a really cool mechanic in the game called the Bowls of Power.
Bowls of Power.
Yes, and it's just like on paper, it's just moving little wooden chits from bowl to bowl to bowl to bowl. But it's actually there's a lot of thought that you can put into the mechanic and how you approach it, and yeah, certainly a heavy game though. It's played over the course of 6 rounds, and yeah. So Terra Mystica is recommended for ages 14 plus, for between 2 and 5 players, and in terms of time, expect to play for around 30 minutes per player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you have 4 players, 2 hours.
You can expect a 2-hour game, yes.
Got it.
If you have 2 players, you can expect a 1-hour game.
You know, I just had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, so are you finished with
Yes, I'm finished.
Okay. So on the whole game train, and you're like streaming your video and stuff, we could, like, you and I, sometimes when we play games or whatever, we could do that.
Yeah, we could.
Just because.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Setting that up can be a little bit difficult, but we can absolutely do it.
Good.
Yeah.
Put it out there as a thing. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Terra Mystica.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds cool. So you have played it?
I've played it by myself.
Right.
You know, pretending to be 2 people, just doing what they call the beginner setup.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's good. I like it.
We may have to try that one.
We may have to
pretty
try
soon.
that, yeah.
Cool.
Well, we have an hour to kill while the video renders.
Ooh. Okay. And there's 2 of us.
And there's 2 of us.
Okay.
And that takes about an hour to play.
There you go. So, events from around the world. Okay. So, today Mike said earlier, is February 21st.
It is February 21st.
And on February 22nd.
Ooh!
That'd be Friday to the 22nd, whatever day that ends up being for you, yesterday.
Today.
Anyway, Unravel is happening in South Surrey in England.
Ooh!
Yeah. I can't remember where I saw that piece of information, but
there you go.
I wrote it down. And mark your calendars.
Because
on April 15th,
it's coming.
Knit City is releasing their class schedule.
Oh, baby.
For Knit City, which will be happening at the beginning of October in Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
That's just releasing the class schedule.
What website do you go to for that? Knit Social.
Knit Social. Knitsocial.com. Yes, and so that's just releasing the schedule, so you can see who's coming to teach. You can see what they're teaching.
Will there be sign up at that time?
Sign up will not be until a later date.
Okay.
And we will keep you posted.
Okay.
So that's still 2 months away, just to see what the class schedule is. But they have released who their teachers are going to be.
Oh, good. Anybody we know?
Yes. And can I remember? No.
Well, okay, here's the 2 people I know. Is Ho-Hee going to be there?
No.
Is Vera going to be there?
No.
That's all I know.
But I think, I'm going to look right now. I think Andrea Mowry's going to be there again.
Ooh! Andrea Mowry. I can't remember who that is. I know the name. I just can't remember.
Andrea Mowry has, Find Your Fade. I think that was a shawl. So Faded, cardigan.
Fades.
The shift, night shift.
Okay.
Cowls, scarves, things made with Knit Social. Sorry. Anyway, I think there is an error
There's an error in the knitsocial.ca.
Let me see if this works.
Oh.
Okay, okay, that's the sponsors. Yep. Okay, I don't know where it is, but I did see.
Ooh, Black Cat's gonna be there again. Yes.
Yeah.
I love Black Cat.
There was somebody else though. Shoot, and it was. Oh, I know. Who's What's It from Sweet Georgia is going to be teaching, and I'm thinking that will probably be dyeing.
Okay.
But it might be something to do with weaving.
That'd be a really interesting class.
Felicia.
Felicia. Okay.
From Sweet Georgia.
She's talking about dyeing. I'd actually want to go see that.
I know.
It's I have some interest in dyeing, but like not enough to actually do it.
I know.
I'm just kind of curious.
I know it's gonna happen because Brianne wants to do it, and there's all sorts of stuff. Okay, so
anyway, back to events.
So that's so that's just the class schedule.
You can't sign up yet. You'll just be able to see what classes there are and when they are.
Do you think we're looking forward to Knit City? Just maybe. Did I tell you we got a room?
You did tell me we got a room.
Okay. So that sounds really worse than it is.
We have a place to stay at Knit City.
And yeah. Okay. So on Saturday, March 2nd, it's the Shepherd's Market at the Johnson County Fairgrounds in Iowa City, Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo! Woo! The Shepherd's Market, Saturday, March 2nd. And for those of you in the Santa Clara, California area, it is Stitches West, which starts today. February 21st and runs until the 24th.
Cool.
And what did I say? There was over 500 vendors?
Yes, that's what you said. 500 vendors.
So Stitches West, yeah, it's a big deal. There you go. Starting today, February 21st until February 24th in Santa Clara, California, USA.
Alrighty.
USA.
Okay, and we don't have any giveaway winners to announce?
No, we don't, because we haven't done any for quite a while. Oh, we're coming up to Mike's birth month.
We are coming up to my birth month.
Birthday month.
Mm-hmm. And you know what that might... You know what I've just decided?
What should we do?
I've just decided that means it's my birth month, so it's giveaways for you.
Whoa! Okay, Mike's giving stuff away.
I like to give. Yeah, maybe we'll figure a giveaway out next week. Maybe.
For Mike's birth month. We should celebrate. And then that's followed by...
Your birth month.
And there's something else that happens then, too. Right in and around all of that. Our anniversary.
Our anniversary, yeah. Oof.
So much going on.
Wow. That's the month of celebrations. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for coming back if you've come back, and welcome again to our first-time viewers. If you would like to support us, you can please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Like the video, comment on it. Join us on Ravelry. Follow us on Instagram, Close Knit Family Knitcast, and all the information for Ravelry will be in the end card and in the description. And as always, keep your knitting close and your family closer. Bye.